Next tonight, the efforts to bring Albert the Alligator home to Hamburg continue as his former owner fights in court to get his pet back. Albert the Alligator was seized back in March from Tony Cavallero's home after the DEC claimed Cavallero did not have the proper license to have the alligator. The 11-foot, 750-pound animal was then moved to a rehabilitation facility in Texas. Well, today, Cavallero was back in court where he told me this case has ruined his life.
I just want some kind of closure on this. I need closure.
Tony Cavallero, the former owner of Albert the Alligator, in state Supreme Court Thursday. His lawyers challenging the legality of the DEC's decision to deny Cavallero's license to own Albert, claiming the March 2024 seizure of the 750-pound animal from his Hamburg home was excessive.
Mr. Cavallero, as you know, has had a license for 30 years. And during that time has worked cooperatively with the DEC.
Cavallero's attorneys argue Cavallero received a notice from the DEC in 2021 that his application for a new license had been deemed incomplete because Albert's enclosure did not meet new safety standards. His attorneys say Cavallero didn't receive a denial letter until after Albert was seized in May of this year and claimed the real reason for the denial was a single safety complaint made in February of 2024.
So they're saying one thing and they're acting on another. And that's arbitrary and capricious. They can't do that. They got to stick with the reason invoked by the DEC at the time of the denial.
Still, the state attorneys argue the proceeding should be dismissed because the review period for Cavallero's original application had passed. The decision to deny it was not arbitrary, and they afforded Cavallero due process.
He understood that he did not have and must obtain a dangerous animal license, as the department had told him in January 2021 and reminded him again in their emails in September of 2021. And he also understood that the department had finally determined that his dangerous animal license application was incomplete.
In the end, the Honorable John Del Monte reserved his decision on the case, saying he would review both arguments. I caught up with Cavallero and his attorney following the hearing.
I would like to see him have his license reinstated and then see if we can work out relocating the alligator back to Tony under certain conditions.
I'd like to have Albert back. Of course I would. I want him back, but I don't know if I'm going to look at the animal's well-being and he's going to have to go through all this again.
Cavallero tells me his home has felt empty since Albert, his pet for more than 30 years, was seized, and got emotional when asked what a satisfactory outcome of the case would be.
I'm going to get emotional right now. I just can't answer that right now. It's total.
Now, I did reach out for comment from the DEC and received a statement that says, in part, Anthony Cavallero was not in compliance and lacked a license to possess an alligator. DEC took appropriate enforcement action to relocate the alligator and ensure both public safety and the animal's well-being. I'm told the decision from the judge is expected in the next 30 to 60 days.